And I know times like this you just take it slow. I fall asleep in the pillows. She got my heart in a chokehold. And there she goes, heart that pounds like a stereo. We take me round and round like the merry-go. But one more ride, baby, here we go. And I know times like this you just take it slow. I fall asleep in the pillows. She got my heart in a chokehold. And there she goes, heart that pounds like a stereo. We take me round and round like the merry-go. But one more ride, baby, here we go.
Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet to go over everything. They say that time's supposed to heal you, but I ain't done much healing. Hello, can you hear me? I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be when we were younger and free. I've forgotten how it felt before the world fell at our feet. Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done, but when I typical of me to talk about myself. I'm sorry. I hope that you're well. Did you ever make it out of that town when nothing ever happened? Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. But when I call, you never seem to be home. We could have had it all, rolling in the deep. You had my heart inside your hands, and you played it to the beat. Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. But when I call, you never seem to be home.
All right, we're back, everybody. Man, learn some patience, Wally. Bruh. Said I'd be right back. The screen literally says be right back. What more do you want from me? Chill. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I was downstairs dealing with real life shit, you know? Not just, you know? Oh, we got a lot to do today. J Blue T, appreciate the follow, man. How you doing? We've got like 4 or 5 videos to record, maybe more, depending on what we get around to. Mom, good to see you. What's up, Norway? How's everybody? Who else was talking on the other stream? Jason, how you doing, man? Oh, man. A lot to do. As you guys can tell by the title, there is some things that are going on. Plans for today's stream, just as a heads up, and we're going to crush through these just so we can get to the fun stuff. We've got an update as to what that teaser meant. There was the like binary tweet teaser about like all the zeros and ones, and it says he's on his way. We didn't know what it meant. We now do. It's an in-game activation. We'll talk about that. We've got $435,000 worth of community tournaments announced, a 1v1, a 2v2, and a 3v3 rumble. We will be talking about that. They did update the dates on it as well. We've got some players retiring, players being dropped from teams, players that are now free agents, and then we've got a recap for Shift Summer League as well. Hi, Clara. How you doing? Start when you get done with that. I'm just saying it's weird to start and leave before anything happens. Wally, I hate to break it to you, but in every professional production, they have what's called a pre-roll, which is usually like a 15-minute countdown timer. Also, in the world of streaming, it is usually best to start and have a pre-roll, because then people who don't get the notification that can be here immediately have a chance to trickle in. Usually my streams are me just talking and hanging out with my community for 45 minutes anyway, so I promise you're not missing anything. It'll be okay. I appreciate you being urgent and here at the punch, ready to go. But like, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a half hour, like, we'll be all right, dude. It'll be okay. It will be okay. Realistically, Wally, I'm actually like an hour and a half early because I usually don't start streaming until like 2, and it's not even 1 yet. So yeah, been doing this for 12 years. There's a general sense of how to go about doing it. Yep, what VODs are for. We'll be all right. We're chilling, man. We're chilling. More curious than anything. Hey, man, that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad the title worked, bro. I'm glad to have you here. It's very fucking hot in this room. 2-piece tees in the summer. Oh boy. Yeah, we got a lot to do today. We might get to a Q&A video. It all varies on what we've got going on. So let me get some documents up. Let me get some things going. And then we're just going to crush through these. We got a bunch of videos to... Got a bunch of things to do. All right. Well, title about the start thing. So I asked. What do you mean? I mean, when the stream goes live, usually there's like an intro video or like a countdown timer. I usually just throw up the BRB screen because it's easier. I could put up like a starting soon screen, but it's all the same, right? So, me just replying in the chat was being courteous. Me saying in the chat like, "Oh shit, I gotta run downstairs and do something," was just me being kind. But all right, let me get these documents going. Chat, there's so many games to play. There are so many good games to play right now. It's insane. All right, so we've got this with the blog. Man, Rocket League's been doing a ton of collabs lately. Favorite band right now? Ooh, that's a tough one. Patcher, I have a very diverse music taste, but obviously like metal and deathcore is my go-to. Honestly, Slaughter, dude. Slaughter to Prevail has been just putting out bangers. Alex's vocals just, oh, they speak to me, man. Probably Slaughter, if I had to guess. Welcome to stream though, Patcher. Good to have you, man. What games am I playing? Two of them were under NDA. They're finally out. One's called Spectre Divide. Spectre Divide is a new tac shooter similar to like Valorant and stuff. It's 3v3, but you actually control two characters. So you can cover like A site and B site at the same time. Really fun. Even though I'm not a tac shooter person, I've really been enjoying it. Supervive, which is a top-down arena twin-stick shooter. Kind of like League of Legends and Apex had a baby. You ever played Battle Right a long time ago? So you can check out if you guys want to play the game Supervive. We've been casting it. We casted it again. Playtest is this weekend. If you do !Supervive in the chat, you can sign up for a key through a referral, and it will email you anywhere from like 30 minutes to an hour. It's super fun. I've been enjoying that. Path of Exile's new league is out. Boat League has been super fun. What else? Got somebody's playing Deep Rock Galactic. Rocket League very, very minimally for me, actually. There's Stormgate. Stormgate is a new RTS that's out. Eventually we'll get around to that. Like, there's like 5 or 6 games that are worth really grinding and putting time into right now. So yeah, it's been nuts. What build are we doing on PoE? Right now I have a Slayer Lightning Strike build going. For like level 83, 4, something like that. Somewhere in that area. Hey, doing Civil. Welcome to stream. Good to have you. Patcher, thanks for the follow as well, man. If they fixed frame drops for random crashes, I recommend the first Descendant. Yeah, I can't recommend first Descendant because like Warframe exists and it's just better from what it sounds like. Played Supervive during its Project Loki days and it's definitely good idea going for it. Yeah, Lufu, if you ever played Bloodline Champions or Battle Right, obviously a lot of similarities, but yeah, Supervive's got good devs. They update. They're very communicative. Like they're amazing. They're amazing. Yeah, Supervive's a lot of fun. I've been having fun casting it too. We've got another tournament on Sunday that I'll be casting. So, what's up, Bubbles? Good to see you back. Yeah, there's some really fun games out there. But yeah, if you guys are trying to play Supervive, they are accepting all referrals. You just have to sign up and then wait for your key to come in the mail. It can take a little bit just because their servers are getting blasted, but that's what they want. They're hard testing new visuals this patch, obviously some nerfs and balancing, but they're giving everybody in game like $40 worth of credits to test their marketplace in the store to see how well it handles the distribution of skins and stuff. Walked to Wisconsin yesterday. From where? Civil, appreciate the follow, dude. Do you have a top 5 all-time favorite games? That's so tough, dude. Duluth? Nice. That's a... It's a decent walk. Not short. What's up, Camelot? Top 5 favorite games. StarCraft Brood War. Diablo 2 Lords of Destruction. Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne. Rocket League you've probably got to put in there. I mean, I was a Blizzard kid growing up, so a lot of Blizzard titles before they became a shell of themselves. But I think Diablo 2 for sure. Diablo 2 is so good. Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne was like my childhood. Mario Kart. Man, that's tough. All time, man, that's tough. Microsoft Pinball goes hard. Just kidding. What's up, Fruit? How you doing, man? Yeah, Patch, that's a tough question, man. There's just so many titles out there. A lot of that's going to probably be based on like nostalgia and like really games that really affected you growing up. But
Ooh la la Lawler.
yo, Civil, appreciate the sub, man. Enjoy the badge and the emotes. Appreciate you, man. All right, we gotta stay on track before we get too off topic. I gotta pull up. What is Goms? Yo, Dorian, how you doing, brother? Good to see you back. Watch YouTube stuff all the time. Figured I could support. Hey, it's appreciated, man. Thank you. Yeah, whether you guys watch on YouTube or Twitch, force a piece. It's all appreciated, though. Let's see what else we got. Okay, we've got all those. Oh, those 1v1 and 2v2 tournaments real? Yeah. Yeah, they just updated the dates as well. And Corelli said it very well, but like signups are super important. Signups are what allow those things to continue. People have been looking for off-season events to compete and play in, and like $177,000 is no joke. Like, all these people have been begging to play in other games and have other titles and have other opportunities and so on and so forth. Like, here you go. And there's a 1v1, a 2v2, and a 3v3 Rumble. Like, yeah, some people aren't happy about the Rumble, but it's like, dude. Yeah, we'll be covering a lot today on stream. Dorian, we got like 4 or 5 videos to make. right. Trying to think in order of when these need to be posted. This is Monday. That's Tuesday. What's up, Fate? How you doing, man? Aren't you a Packers fan? Yeah. Yeah, born and raised. Good, Fate. How's your day going, man? This can be Tuesday. This can be Wednesday. Be Thursday. Okay. Chad, you guys ready to crush through some videos and get this stuff over with? We got a lot to cover today, so let's do it while we got the energy, and then we can get into actually playing games. That's what we want to do. And I'll let you guys decide if we Supervive or PoE. I'm up for either. So probably gonna be Supervive just because limited playtime on the playtest, but Supervive was hype. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. Currently rocking some PoE. Nice. What are you running, Fruit? We are finally getting into like red mapping. Like right there. Puncture. Nice. All right, here we go, chat. That's the wrong one. Try this one. There we go. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful day. We've got some updates to the teaser that we talked about in the most recent video about what the heck is he's on his way and what does it mean exactly. Without further ado, it makes it pretty straightforward. Obviously, if you guys haven't seen the tweet or don't know what I'm talking about, they put out a video talking about incoming transmission, about all the ones and zeros and binary. Translated into an ASCII table, it means he's on his way, and we were trying to identify what that exactly meant, to which we found out very quickly after that there is going to be a new in-game featured or a new in-game challenge to earn some rewards. They've been doing a lot of collaborations lately over at Rocket League. This one being with Alan Walker. So Alan Walker is him. I don't know if that's the title of his track or otherwise, but they're bringing back Neon Lights as a map with some new cosmetics. Overall, Neon Nights has not been too well received just because it's very difficult to see and play on because things kind of get lost. But in this case, there is a new EDM takeover coming in with some new tracks, some new anthems, challenges, shops, basically way to earn more cosmetics. Basically talks about how he is going to be taking over from the 7th to the 21st. So about 2 weeks is how long it's going to go and should wrap up right before we get into like Esports World Cup, the World Championship, things of that nature. They do kind of a feature piece on all of his types of music and things and what the anthems are going to be. Primarily Wake Up is going to be the player anthem for the challenge and everything else, but there is 3 other anthems that of course you can purchase and spend your money on if you would want. And then they do showcase a lot of the items, whether it be a Octane decal, a icon border, a topper, so on and so forth. There's a bunch of different ones, as you can see. So with that in mind, the biggest thing with this is obviously they are trying to do whatever they can collaboration wise to keep things fresh and exciting, but it continues to stem to be the issue of like the gameplay is still the same. There's still no unique ways to play the game, and I would love for in the future for something more creative, just in regards to like what the game mode could be. That's going to be the constant sentiment from all of us. It does also have a couple different decals for different vehicles as well, which is something that I am happy about. As much as I love that everybody uses the Octane and the Fennec, sometimes you want to showcase it to some of the other vehicles, and I'm curious if that part of collaboration, like if Alan was like, oh, I love the Porsche or the Jaeger, you know, whatever we want to do, let's put it on there. So stuff like that. It also showcases some of the wheels, and my recommendation is take a look at this blog post. It makes it really easy to see what some of the new stuff is, like gold explosions and everything else. For people who are a fan of this artist, I think it responds to a little bit better. Obviously, I can't say I'm the most familiar with Alan Walker. The first time I've heard his name is actually from Rocket League and the collaborations that they've done with it. So clearly there is some benefits to it. The other side of it too is they do talk about the content creation that's going on. Is you will be able to host video on demand content featuring the playlist albums or the player anthems and songs on the radio from August 7th to the 31st. Actually, wow. Okay, so they said you'll be able to host VOD content featuring the player anthems and the songs on Rocket League Radio from the 24th to 2000, or from 2024 to 2029. So it seems like it's a 5-year collaboration, just shy of, because it ends in July of that year. So the cool thing about that, I guess, is for people like myself who are doing content creation, it sounds like we're not going to get like DMCA takedown notifications, which is kind of cool. It allows us to have some free DMCA music to mix up our background sounds. So some people may not be affected by that, but for me, I guess that's kind of cool to have some alternative options as well because of DMCA copyright laws and stuff like that. But overall, this video is just to basically tell you guys like, hey, we finally know what the heck is going on. We finally have an answer to what the teaser is, and it is an in-game thing yet again. So if you guys do have any quick questions, updates, or anything else, links to the blog post down below. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace. What's up, Josh? How you doing, man? All right. That video be done. I'll edit that one a little bit more. Ah, shit, I forgot to add something. Carson, what's that? Not really messy. I'm gonna include this in the video. That's very childish, Carson. Carson, I'm like almost 33, bro. It's just must be like a TikTok or like little kid trend. Thunder God, appreciate it, brother. Thanks for the bits. This is gonna go into the video as well. Also, as I mentioned when also at the beginning of the video, I mentioned about how we've been seeing a lot of collaborations. Obviously, with the Deadpool Wolverine video coming out, they do have some Deadpool skins and stuff as well, which is kind of cool. I still have yet to see the movie, and I'm desperately wanting to, so I'll have to go and check that out. But some wild decal stuff that they're pulling in. It could be better, I guess, but the fact that they put it on a gizmo, I think, is very on the nose. Pretty great.
Less than 3.
All right. I'm 23. I mean, you're still in college, probably, right?
What's that?
Lufu, appreciate the 6-month resub. Good to have you back, brother. Thank you much. Enjoy the new badge too. Arrow, you're fine, man. Again, you gotta understand, like, Carson, I'm definitely at the edge of like the whole like get off my lawn phase now. Again, by all means, teach their own, but we're not here, and I haven't heard of Alan Walker until RO. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, the English or Spanish thing is weird. especially for like generations that are super accepting and stuff. The fact that they're using it as like a bad thing is kind of problematic. Like if you're really looking at the core, it's like emasculating their male friends to be like, oh, don't be gay, as if being gay is a problem. Again, it's all a jest and it's supposed to be fun. It's just a joke and whatever, but like, what's English or Spanish thing? I guess, Dorian, from what I've heard, it's a trend where like people are walking and then some random person will come up to them and be like English or Spanish, and then they've got to like not move, and the first person to move is gay. English or Spanish feels like a thing from the 2010s. Yeah, I'm a dude. I remember like early 2000 comedies, and like the like punchline to everything is like, you're gay. Oh yeah, Carson, we all did, but like we have since grown up and people have learned that it's people use that as like a derogatory term or like a negative thing, which is why people don't say it anymore. I know that's not how we meant it. Again, I'm a decade older than you. Trust me, we grew up with some pretty unforgiving and unsavory stuff, and nobody meant for it or intended for it to be that way, but like it does affect a lot of people. So we're again trying to be better. I can understand. I get, again, a lot of people are very overly sensitive and like woke culture stuff is wild, but like again, we've all grown up. I mean, our age has increased, and hopefully with that comes a little bit of maturity. Usually not the case, but we can hope, right? Sure, you've listened to Faded at least once? Maybe. Schlock, that is wild. But again, in that, like, gay times is usually referred to as like happy times, right? Now these kids are a bit different. I mean, we've seen some shit, that's for sure. I just don't fall for woke stuff. What do you mean fall for woke stuff? It's not like they're trying to trick you into anything, man. Aussies are a different breed. We love them all the same. Being gay is woke. Trust me. I'm definitely not trusting a random person on YouTube. Like my parents told me not to. What's up, Izzy? Hey, dude. Carson, I'm gonna say something that might be very surprising to you. What a person chooses to do to their own body doesn't affect you in literally any way whatsoever. Whether you agree with it or not, they can do whatever they want, man. Doesn't affect me. Life choices, religion, politics, doesn't affect me. Believe what you want to believe. I don't care. I feel like 90 kids to learn. Oh, well, Sarv, part of it at the same time is like we were not as babied, I think, Sarv. Like I do think there is this overarching from my experiences. So why shove it down our throats? Who's shoving it down your throat, bro? I don't have a single person in my entire life that ever brings that stuff up. Oh, I mean, yeah, but we just don't talk to those people, man. Like, chat, there's this crazy thing about like you are responsible for what you expose yourself to, and if you don't like it, just like, move on with it. Gay Pride Month? Yeah, what's wrong with Gay Pride Month? The Pride Parade's dope, dude. I recently moved to Minneapolis. The Pride Parade's fucking crazy. It's actually nuts. Like, nobody's shoving it down your throat, man. I'm out of here. That's fine, dude. Again, Carson, you are susceptible to what you see. So like, if you don't want to be exposed to it, then just like, don't pay attention to it. I don't know what to tell you, man. Pride Parade is not dope. Naked men walking around exposing themselves to kids. I don't see any. As someone who's been to the Pride Parade, I've never seen that. How's Minnesota treating you? Pretty good, man. I've been to the Pride Parade twice in Minneapolis. Once in like 2021 and again I think last year, the year before. And it was like people just happy to celebrate who they are. And the food was really good. There was food trucks and it was a nice day outside. Yeah, like, you ever been to a beach? Like, people exposing themselves there too. Did you see there was a thing I disagree with on the internet? It's such a shame people don't agree with me 100%. Am I right? Yeah. How dare you? At the Seattle parade and didn't see that either? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just see what you want to see, man. I don't know what to tell you. Carson, I think we have very different stances on what being gay means. And I'm sorry it affects you personally. I don't know what to tell you, man. Both should be public indecency, but the beach isn't a parade, isn't it? But... okay. Yeah, New Year. You can tell a lot of people have never been to Europe. Bro, you can literally be driving in a car in Europe and there's like naked people on billboards and shit because they don't view nudity as like a core sexuality. Like, it's very, very public. They're showing kids their genitals. Carson, I don't know where you're seeing that or sorry you had a bad experience, man. I don't. I've been, again, I can only go off of my own personal experiences. I can only go off my personal experiences, and it has never happened, nor to any of the other people I know that have gone. So, oh God, Fruit, I can imagine. I can imagine it's very different. Yeah, other stuff. Well, yeah, it's again, Carson. Like, notice I'm not getting a rise out of anything. I'm not affected by. Again, I can't get behind that stuff. You don't have to get behind that stuff. No one. That's the difference, Carson. Is like you're getting defensive over something no one's asking you to do. No one is saying that you have to believe it. No one is saying that you have to whatever. I'm just saying be respectful. It's their decision. It's their life. It's whatever. It affects you in zero way. If you don't like something, walk away from it. Simple as that. And then move about your day. No one cares. Each their own, right? Like, I'm just debating. It doesn't bother me. The things that you're making statements on are kind of just blanket statements without, to which I then counter. I'm like, hey man, I've been to those. Those things haven't happened. And then you go, well, they're shoving this down my throat. I'm like, where? Because in my life, I don't see any of it. I would consider myself pretty well traveled. I've been to 20 different countries. I've met with people all over the world, and like, we're chilling. We need the comedian in his offended skit. Steve Hughes. He's an Australian. What's up, Dillbot? Hey, Sweat. Where's this guy even chat from? YouTube. There's one in New York and it's pretty bad. I mean, again, I can't speak to it. I haven't seen anything, or again, at the same time, it's not like I'm, going out and Googling stuff like that, Can we talk about RL? Yeah, what's there to talk about? Oh, wait, we do have stuff. Legal to be topless in New York City. Professional Rumble tourney is what we need right now. Yeah. Hey, man. You're going to be surprised how good some people are at Rumble and how frustrating it is when like the other team just keeps getting plunger power-ups and you get something else, you know? I grind a lot of Rumble. Hey, man, Rumble's probably one of the better. I still think Drop Shot's number one, but Rumble's up there. Rumble's good if you're just trying to turn your brain off and play with some friends. Oh, great. Tornado and Speed Boost again. They got another plunger. Yeah, pretty much. The other team's just constantly getting plunger and spikes, and you're out here with tornadoes, and yeah, it's frustrating, man. Hey, they're making them faster, even though they have the ball glued to their car. Great. Pretty much my Rumble experience. Yeah, Apocalypse. I think, again, and we're going to talk about it right now. Good segue into the next conversation. Drop Shop tourney would have been cool. Yeah, Leaf used to host a Drop Shop tourney that was sick. It was so much fun. I wish they would just add new power-ups. Have you played with the Cybertruck? No, I still haven't unlocked it. I haven't played Rocket League that much in the past few weeks. I've been busy playing other games and play testing some stuff. Have you tried Once Human? I did. I played the alpha. Yeah, if they implemented new power-ups, I'd be so happy. Reality though, and chat, we talked about this a long time ago. Imagine a rumble where you actually could only pick one power-up and then your team had like a loadout. So like that's your spike guy, that's your plunger guy, that's whatever. There was like a pick ban phase. Like, oh, it'd be so sick. Imagine a tournament where like the strategy becomes, okay, what's our loadout? The other team may ban, so what's our backup pick? Like, it would be so fucking cool. Because then there's like a little bit more element of strategy to it. You could have map pick ban phases because obviously the extra maps are all crazy. Like, it would be so cool. Do you do this full time or do you have a 9 to 5? This is my full time. I do content creation, consulting, and esports commentary full time. It's been like that for like 10 years. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to see like the evolution of like, okay, they're going this and this. We need to go. Like it would be kind of like a League of Legends draft. Okay, you guys are gonna get some MS Paint. Watch this. Okay, so like imagine you have team 1 and team 2, right? And you've got 3 players. So if we're playing like a BO5, who like the first match is a standard map, right? So map 1, this is gonna be tough to do. So map 1 is standard. Map 2 is like losing team picks. Map 3 other team picks or opposite team picks. And then 4 and so on. Map 4 losing team picks. Map 5 losing team picks or something like that, right? So like maybe there's a certain map like Stadium that your team's really, really good at, and that's like your pocket pick or something like that, right? Like imagine you have like a map pick ban phase. Each team bans one map going in. So like, hey, we know that Team 2 is really, really good on Stadium. We're going to ban that out of the gate right away. Hey, we know they're good at Cosmic. Get rid of it. You know, something like that would be super dope, right? And then the way that the like actual draft process would begin is each team, and that's where I think the conversation becomes either you allow teams to each team can only pick one unique power up, like, hey, you can't all have plungers, you can't all have spikes, you can't all have this. So like you have to choose. So like this guy is like so this guy is like, I want plunger OP. Right? This guy goes, okay, plunger. How do we counter plunger? What do we want to do? Well, we can either do the freeze ball because that works good against spikes, or we can do, you know, the hook thingy that's an automatic hit. How do I want to do it? So then you go, okay, we're going to choose the freeze ball power up. Next guy goes, yep, I want spikes. Spikes is goated. This guy goes, yep, plunger's way too good not to have. We definitely want plunger. This guy, okay, what do we want? How do you want to counter it? You know, do you want the freeze ball? Do you want the car swap one? You know, whatever third one is. And then this guy goes, yep, we want spikes. And then this player can only have that power up associated to them, right? Like this player is only allowed to have this. This player only can use plunger. So like there's now the strategy of like communication of like, okay, my power up's up and this time I've got this. It's up every 10 seconds. Hey, we got to use this. You know, however that applies, I think would be sick. And then you would see like actual competitive rumble at the high level. People like, yo, that's the best plunger main in the world. For some reason, that guy's plunger is so good. Like he understands how to pull it to the side and then redirect it or something. You know, like I think it'd be dope. Right? I think that'd actually be a really sick idea. Thoughts? I would want to see it played. I would really want to see it played. Yeah, it would basically get rid of the RNG. Like it would get rid of the RNG in Rumble and make it more competitive. Make the power up tied to the hitbox. What do you mean? Ooh, that could be cool too. Where like certain cars can only use certain power ups. That would actually be kind of dope. Like if you want to use spikes, you gotta play as a scarab. The concept of be the ball is alive and well, you know. But then you would see different cars, right? Like each car only has one power up associated to it. That's actually solid. That'd be cool. I actually really like that. But yeah, cooldown timers, all that kind of stuff. Like you can experiment with that. What's meta, what's not. I think that in itself would be a dope power up. I think a power up they should implement is you as a player get a cooldown power up where when you do it, it resets the cooldowns of your teammates. So like imagine a guy uses spikes, you click it and immediately resets his cooldown, so he still has spikes for the amount of time, and now he gets another cooldown. Like there's some cool shit you could do. And like again, if I have like a cooldown power up where it's like, hey, my teammate has a tornado, but now he also has like speed boost bullshit or something, like, bro. I'm just saying there could be some strategy. Or like an increased cooldown. That would be cool. Like if you click it, it applies to your teammates and reduces theirs. But if you click it a different, like you use it a different way, it affects the other team. So like it locks onto your teammate and then you press it and his cooldown gets reduced, or you look at somebody else and increases theirs. That could be that power up would be required. If like someone on the other team, you're just like, hey, your cooldown's double. It'd be so sick. I want it. I should turn that into a YouTube short. Hold on. Going this and this. We need to go like it would be kind of like a League of Legends. Watch this. Okay, so like imagine you have, how do you do clips? Yeah, I think it'd be cool to see like the evolution to go like it would. Imagine you have team map 2. Imagine you have team 1 and team 2, right? 1 is standard. Dang. Map 2. I'm gonna have to edit it myself. Yeah, stupid. Cool to see like the evolution of like, okay, they're going. I can't clip it long enough. I'm gonna have to do it myself. Lame. Yeah, I tried that Dillbot, but it's limited to like 40 seconds or something. What I'll probably end up doing, Dillbot, is I'll pull up my VOD, I'll record it, and then I'll splice it down and then put it in a program and do it. Yeah. All right. Chat, let's talk about these community tournaments. Here we go. The wrong program is playing. There's a lot of cool power-ups that they could implement. Make the other cars invisible or something so they can't see themselves. Be sick. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. We've got some exciting news for the off-season. A lot of people have been demanding more and more off-season tournaments. And Rocket League Esports decided to announce $435,000 worth of community tournaments in the form of a 1v1, a 2v2, and a 3v3 tournament, but not in the way you expect. If you guys haven't seen the tweet, they say, hey, while we're waiting for Worlds, we've got some stuff to keep you busy. We've got a 1v1, a 2v2, and a Rumble Open tournament with a prize pool over $435,000. They're calling it Champions Road. And it's going to go from August 23rd to September 8th. I will say they have already updated some of the dates because they're conflicting with the Esports World Cup. But if you guys haven't seen the blog post or don't know what's going on, let's take a peek. They are going to be doing a little homage to be like, hey, everybody's waiting for G2 to play at Worlds. But in the meantime, let's keep you guys busy. Keep in mind, these dates may have been updated, but we'll actually tell you the official dates at the end because before these kind of coincided and went over the top of EWC. So first thing is the 3v3 tournament is Rumble, which is gonna be crazy. I've actually got a new short form video coming out about what I think professional Rumble could look like. Make sure you guys hit subscribe and like and all that kind of nonsense to make sure you don't miss out on the video. I actually think it's a goated idea. Chad and I have been theory crafting for the past like 15 minutes about it, but let me know what you guys think when that comes out. Either way, 3v3 August 23rd to 25th, subject to change. Is a 3v3 tournament. It's going to be double elimination, very straightforward, for $177,000. A Rumble tournament for $177,000. It's kind of insane. Registration closes on the 18th. Make sure you guys go and sign up. You then have a 2v2 tournament, which is going to go from August 30th to September 1st. Again, 2v2, double elimination, another $177,000. Registration closes on the 25th of August. And then the 1v1 tournament which say good luck to Rawas or Wavy or whoever's competing. It is a 1v1 double elimination tournament, this time for $84,050. A lot of cash. That is a massive and the largest tournament we've ever seen in prize pool history for Rocket League for both 1s, 2s, and the only big prize pool we've seen for 3v3 Rumbles. So pretty crazy. They said, hey, does Champions Road look familiar? We're bringing back an in-game Rocket League event this September to celebrate Rocket League competition for everyone. We'll share more details about Champions Road as the World Championship draws closer. So again, they are doing their best to do something that I think is very, very important. If you guys haven't seen Corelli's tweet on it, I think he does explain it pretty well. But the general premises of what he says, and I'll see if I can find it. He says, quote, you guys want to know what Epic are looking for when they literally do anything related to esports? It's signups. Please sign up. Show them you want this. Don't just tweet. Sign up and play, especially if you want to be a pro. Who cares if you don't win? If you want more opportunities to play in and make money, you have to show the party you want it first. Sign up. And he's 1,000% correct. You guys got to understand that as a game, well, yes, the esport is why we primarily on this channel tune in and watch and support. Epic as a company needs people to play their game because they're hoping that by driving numbers and having a bunch of people who are active, and this is the same thing for anybody who isn't familiar with partnerships or signups. Most people don't really care about concurrent viewership anymore. They want engaged viewers. They want people in chat typing. They want people that are actually interacting with the product that is being presented. That information, active users, engaged users, are what sponsorships and what people look at when it comes to tying and associating with the game. Obviously, we have had recent videos about the Deadpool thing. We've talked about some of these different collaborations with Alan Walker and all the other things. But again, having people interact and engaged with the content shows that that is a real person that is watching and attentive to what is going on. So by you guys actually interacting, by you guys actually doing stuff, it's the same thing for YouTube algorithm. The more people that leave comments, the more people that like or even dislike videos, please don't dislike them, only like them. But the more people that are actually engaging with it, it shows the YouTube algorithm and everybody else, hey, people are watching this. People want to talk about this. People are engaged in this. Maybe other people probably want that too. So let's push it to the wider audiences. That is the same thing for people signing up for tournaments. This is a good response. People want to do and partake in this thing. And because this was a good idea that was well received, we can now do more of it. Again, this is almost $500,000 in prize money being given out for a 1v1, a 2v2, and a 3v3 Rumble tournament that anyone can sign up for. It's pretty nuts. So yeah, a lot of people don't understand that a lot of these off-season tournaments, many people think that Epic doesn't care. All the off-season tournaments that you see are almost solely funded by Epic and Psyonix. But the reality is they're trying to get as many people to sign up and play their game, hence the expansion of the prize payout in the RLCS, which we saw the biggest amount of signups in a very long time. Because the hope is the more people that play this game, maybe then they will be more inclined to spend money in-game, and it all goes cyclical. They make money, they put money into it, so on and so forth. The game flourishes. So, pretty crazy stuff, man. Pretty crazy stuff. I don't think it's, like, this is just a W across the board. There's nothing bad about this. The only thing I didn't mention is payouts. Top 64 in NA and EU, top 32 in SAMI and OC, and top 16 in APAC and SSA. Now, I say $177,000 prize pool. That is a global prize pool that is going to be split across all the different regions. I assume NA and EU are going to have the biggest portion. SAMI and OC are going to be second biggest, and then APAC, SSA are going to be the lowest. Pretty standard. So, what those exact scalings are going to be, I don't know. But signups and stuff and signup pages are live. Go check those out. It has all the details. I'll leave those in the description down below. But yeah, pretty crazy stuff. Let me know what you guys think. Are you going to sign up and play, even if it's just for fun? I'm curious to hear on who's all enticed by it. But it's going to do it for today's video. As always, if you enjoy the content, like, subscribe, notifications. Please helps me out greatly if you do that stuff. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace. I wonder if they're going to stream those. My God, that was engaging. Chat, nice engagement. Round of applause for everybody in chat for engaging with the video. This is me being engaged. I'm engaging with you. Sounds like me as a kid trying to get a girlfriend. Hello, I am boy, you are girl. Please talk to me. What's up, Benny? How you doing, man? Appreciate the follow. All right. 2 down, chat. Also, they did update that blog post. They did update that blog post to have the correct dates. So we're good. Who do you want to see for Energy's third? This is going to sound really rough, but not Garrett. I love Garrett G. I think he's a phenomenal person. I love what he's done in his career. But if Energy continues to build around Garrett, I think they're going to continue to struggle. Oh, 100% Dillbot. I'm with you. Rumble power-ups can carry my terrible gameplay pretty far. But I will tell you that high-level Rumble players are cracked. A Lawler video because I want to be engaged with you. JC, let me know how that pickup line goes for you, buddy. Probably not going to be there.
Gain presents it.
Do you think they should have built around Justin off season? I mean, I think it's very realistic understanding that Justin... There's 2 sides to every roster decision, chat. There's the business side and then there's the competitive side. Sometimes those overlap, but the reality is like Garrett is good for business. Very good fan base, good following, you know, no drama surrounding him, like all those types of things. Like Garrett has been built very much so ingrained into the Energy ecosystem. Like people know, love, respect, YouTube channel recognition, all that kind of stuff goes a very long way. So there is benefits to organizations keeping around a player for that monetarily. But there also then becomes this turning point where it's like, what is our goal competitively? How much are we paying this person to play and compete? If we're not getting the results we want, we got to change something. So, can you drop the link for the community tournament? Yeah. Hold on. Here's the... I know it's crazy, but you can check their website at rocketleague.com. But there is the news for you. Person me, it's wild. It is absolutely wild to see that, like, sometimes going to the official source is the best option. It's rare. It is rare, but also I'm not used to going over there because it never reloads. Rip, dude. Well, I guess I know a YouTube channel that might help you, Ninsesh. Hope that 2025 will be Rocket League big year. I think it's gonna be very tough to beat the year that it had when free to play happened, because there was a lot of things that went in stride with that, with 2019, 2020. COVID, everybody's inside, games free to play. Like there was a huge boom for Rocket League in 2020. And it's gonna be tough to match that. But with that in mind, I do think there is some very big things happening for Rocket League, despite it being a decade old. I without breaking NDA, I've been privileged to have conversations with high profile people within Epic, and I like a lot of the decisions that are being made. I understand what they're doing and why they're doing it. The difficulty and the complaint that we'll always have, though, is everything is behind closed doors. There's no communication. The community is either operating on blind faith, or they're just annoyed, frustrated, and are like accepting of like, you know what, nothing's ever going to get better. I still like playing the silly little car soccer game. It is what it is. And I do think communication and like a PR person to just interact with the community regularly. Like, you look at all these other companies that are doing campfire chats and stuff in Diablo. You've got Supervive that's doing weekly updates about their game and stuff. And it's just putting an actual person behind the updates and explaining where they're coming from and this and that. While people may not like it, at least humanizes it, and it at least gives people an understanding of why things are being done. I mean, I look at how well received Blast was after they asked for like a feedback form after their first LAN. And like, it's little things like that all it takes is one person to just say, hey, we should do this. And if it happens, it is very appreciated by the community. Anytime we get any communication, anytime they speak directly about their product, people lose their minds and they're like, hell yeah. Just do that regularly. Whether it's quarterly, whether it's bi-monthly, whether it's just, there's those little things go a long way with keeping people engaged and people wanting to and desiring to continue to support your product. What's up, Meepkin? How you doing, man? So yeah, I don't know. I just think little things like that go a long way. Communication is just a bug. I don't know where I went. But communication is very important. Talk is amazing. Talk is very good, yes. I think he and Nas are probably the two most discussed this offseason. I just want trading back. I'm indifferent about trading, especially if it leads to better things in the future. I've always never really cared about cosmetics. I mean, shit, look at my car in game. I've been using the same decal and loadout for who knows how long. Feels like Rocket League has infinite potential, so I always have hope for the game and everything surrounding it. You can see it constantly improving. Yeah, I think a lot of us know what Rocket League could be. I do think there is some problems with Rocket League being templated as traditional soccer all the time. We have the same map, the same play, the same everything all the time. I do think Rocket League definitely lacks that extra element or that meta shift that we see. The meta shift is built upon the players as individuals getting better, not the game itself changing, which is great in its own right, but it also has limitations. Because you look at all these other games, Counter-Strike has different maps, there's ban pick phases, there's economy balancing, there's certain weapons that are meta, there's things like that. League of Legends has the jungle and dragons and Baron and balancing certain champions. New champions are introduced, you know, things like that also change a lot. So Rocket League doesn't really have that because all cars have been standardized. Yeah, there's 6 unique hitboxes, but like it's all the same, dude. Appreciate it, B. So I think Rocket League definitely gets held back in that regard. So if they're willing to understand that the esport product is separate and they don't touch it, they have to have another outlier of like unique, crazy, wild, go nuts. And that's where creative mode would really come into play and help. So Rocket League is great for what it is, but it definitely stagnates for that reason. And because they don't lean into the other half to the extreme, because there's no avenue for it outside of Lethamyr and Cinderblock and those guys, it definitely has some problems. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with Energy, man. I have talked to some of the Energy staff, and their decision on how they want to build their future team is going to be interesting. I'm curious on how they approach it. All right, next video chat. We got an RLCS roster one. Let me update my roster doc too while we do this. Use my own command in chat to pull up my document, makes it easier. We haven't updated this bad boy in a while because we haven't had to. First one that is confirmed. Gum announces retirement. Was on the 1st. Chat, it's already August. What the fuck? I mean, chat, we can do a Q&A video today if you guys want to. That's fine with me. We've also got Luna Galaxy. When did that happen? Was that all today too? Yeah, that's today. We can do a Q&A video today if you guys want as well. There's enough of you here to get some questions flowing. What's up, Kobe? Talk is playing with AJ and Miss in the EWC thing. Yeah, he's playing in the Qualifier Cup, or the Community Cup is what they're calling it. Wisty also has announced she's a free agent, right? Wisty released from crew, unrestricted free agent. That was yesterday. Oh, good, Nish. The nice thing too is even if you re-ask a question, Nish, with Q&A videos, I try to elaborate and go into very, very big detail about the ins and outs of everything. I kind of elaborated on it a bit more, so maybe seeing it a second time, it might spark something different. You never know. There's a chance that somebody asks a question in chat. I'm like, yeah, okay, it's not good for a video, but I'll still answer it after we're done. So, but at least then we get 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 videos for the YouTube channel. So. Do I do what by myself? Am I USA? Is who USA? Wisty? No. Wisty's Sam region. Farming videos? I mean, trying to. I mean, it's the only way to keep your sanity is like, if I don't stream videos and do them all at once and then edit them, that means I'm streaming, recording videos, and then editing videos every day. It's the point of 13-year-olds to go pro. They're good. I don't know. I figured out if you're going to Worlds yet. I haven't, man. I haven't. I've got a lot of projects, and I think a lot of it's going to depend on this job interview next week. If I land the job next week, it depends on when I'm going to start and what things are going to look like. So, am I in the USA? Yeah. Mine was more music. Gotcha. Gonna ask if you like Fit for a King. They literally played when you were in here. Yeah, I like Fit for a King. Fit for a King was probably one of the better metalcore bands. They were always a good gap between, like, while yes, they're definitely metalcore, they're still a little bit heavier. Good luck with the interview. Hey, appreciate it, man. Thank you. It's like, I don't want to go into it too confident, even though that's important, but like, it literally, like, I'm so unbelievably qualified for it that, like, hopefully it pays off. So, and who knows, maybe going into the interview, they provide some details that weren't on the just description, and I'm like, you know what, this isn't for me. But I've got like 4 or 5 projects I'm working on right now, so I'm happy to be busy. I just, you know, you always got to find that thing that pays. They have a song with Plot You. Interesting collab. But chat, let's do some videoing again. Everybody say hi to YouTube. Let's send it. Will I stop YouTube? It depends on what my requirements are, but I will tell you that, like, real talk, chat, if I do get some of these other jobs, it is going to take very heavy, how do I say this? The reality of how much time and effort goes into YouTube versus the payout is, like, it's just not worth it. It really isn't. I can tell you honestly, like, I am not as passionate about doing content as I once was. I will say, though, in counter to that, I love streaming. I love sitting and hanging with the community. I love shooting the shit and talking and just playing games and vibing. and sharing things we're like-minded. Like, I wish my streams every day were us just doing what we already do, but just with less stuff focused on, like, you have to talk about Rocket League. I would love for my streams to literally be like, yo, let's talk about anime, let's talk about music, let's talk about whatever stupid shit we're up to, food. Let's play some games that we want to play, whether it be Path of Exile or Supervive when it's out, or even Rocket League, you know, whatever I'm just feeling, to not be pressured into having to talk about Rocket League because Rocket League is what pays the bills would be great. It's just, let's be very honest with ourselves. Rocket League news is not going to blow up. It's just not. Like, the audience isn't there. I've tried everything under the sun between high level production, low level production, quick, short form, long form. Like, people just don't care. People just do not care. Anime is gross. It's hot take of 2024. You take it back, Bennies. I love anime. Anime's so good. Again, and maybe I convert my YouTube channel to talking about music or anime or, you know, whatever it is, right? And I know a lot of people are very supportive of like Nishesh is saying, which is very kind, and I really appreciate it. You know, people are here. There are some people here that are just here for me. They don't give a shit about what I talk about or what I do. They just like hanging out here, which is such a good feeling to have people resonate with you in that way. But the difficulty is when you put that time, effort into stuff. While it's great to do it for fun, I'm also at the age where I can't just do stuff for fun. I got to do things that are purposeful, and hopefully by doing stuff that is for fun, then it leads into maybe something that can take over as a job. Because you're handsome, whatever. Have it. Get out of here, man. Visiting Tokyo next month. Nice. That'll be fun, dude. Love the culture and food, except anime. I mean, teach so, man. Anime is not for everybody. It's definitely a different. If you're very American and stuff, it is a very different type of media to consume from what we're used to. Phone old, if I ask. What job is it? If I get it, you'll see it. How old? How old am I? I'm 32. I'll be 33 this month. Sucks to say. Benny's, I'll tell you though, everybody I've talked to, if you've never been there before, raves about it. You're gonna have a blast, dude. Favorite anime is Haikyuu. Haikyuu's great. Big 33 major milestone. It's all the same, dude. The milestones are like 21 you can drink, 25 you can rent a car, 26 you're off your parents' insurance, and that's it. Everything else is the same. Hi, Brillo birthday. Hey, appreciate it, Brillo. 32, I thought you were 25. I will take that. That is a great compliment, B. Thank you very much. I wish I was 25. If I was 25 with the knowledge I have now, whew, I'd only be 2 years into Rocket League casting. I'd be approaching things a lot differently. Can't confirm 5th decade still the same. Yeah. Give me your knowledge so when I turn 25 next month, I can climb the ladder. Okay, yeah. We call that an internship, Dorian, and it doesn't pay. Hope you're ready. All right, here we go, chat. Next video. Chat, appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for hanging. How's it going, YouTube? Hope you're doing well. We've got a slew of RLCS roster changes for you all during the off season. And again, these are going to trickle in every once in a while just because World Championship and EWC and stuff is still going on. I will do my best to keep you guys up to date. Also, roster document description down below makes it real easy. We'll show that case that at the end. But first one is actually going to come from Gom, who some may or may not know. Young player who got a lot of attention in 1v1 show matches with Johnny Boy. Played for Guild, BS Plus, and a couple others over the years. but never really had that ascendancy into the top tier. Has announced the retirement, saying it was fun while it lasted, but it's time to move on with life. GG's. Gom has been a prevalent figure, gone to many of the world championships, and I've interacted with him. Good kid, but just hasn't really had the time to really ascend in the way that we wanted. Again, BS Plus competition was the first one. Guild, and you even see people replying to it in the comments about when they took down BDS, and I love the memes being like, hey, we may have started strong, but then after that it got kind of rough. But yeah, tea time with Scrub. You had Nordschleif, or however the heck you say that name, that I can't pronounce. Has had many iterations and many opportunities, but just never really was able to stick with it. So unfortunately for Gom, that is going to be smooth sailing into the future. And for a lot of players, it's pretty common. Earned just shy of $9,000 in tournament winnings, plus hopefully salary money on top of that. Maybe it's enough to pay for university, get a degree, and kind of have a jump start on life. It's kind of what you're hoping for. Up next, we do have all three players from Luna Galaxy, Acronic, Atomic, and Tox, all announcing that they are now restricted free agents. Luna Galaxy is allowing them to pursue other opportunities. The hard reality is that probably will not happen anytime soon for any of these players. And it's not because the players aren't good enough. It's just because with the offseason and there's no tournaments to really play in, or a league or something that is of high prestige, the reality is that, like, hey, we don't have a reason to hire you. So these players are still under contract with the Luna Galaxy, hence being restricted. This allows Luna Galaxy to then go and try to have someone acquire them, and then it buys out the contract, which allows them to recuperate some of the costs. So the nice thing is that hopefully they are still being provided a little bit of funding. How much and how much of a reduced salary that is, I don't know. But Luna Galaxy is choosing to retain them on contract for now in hopes of returning out and getting a buyout for the remainder of that contract. So again, some people can just cut them short and cut their losses, but they're hoping that it ends up paying off in that regard. As for the other guys, while yes, they can go and search for a new team, I think they're going to have some struggles in trying to do so. But at least the conversations legally can start to begin. So that's going to apply for all three. If you guys don't remember this team, it originally started with Acronic and Atomic and all those guys. Atomic and Tox primarily had Stizzy on their roster under the Magnifico team. They were a top 4 team tied with Vitality at one point, but could not clutch it up when it came to that last regional. They didn't end up qualifying for Copenhagen and fell short from there. So they've always been kind of like a top 6, top 7 team as Magnifico, then Luna Galaxy. They've always been right at that cusp, but haven't been able to push through. We did see them recently with the Shift Summer League, where they were the Luna Galaxy and CRR collaboration. Acronic would pop in every once in a while, but then they would play with CRR from Complexity. It was kind of a weird circumstance, but I don't exactly remember how well they finished. If you guys watch these YouTube videos, go back and watch the video on Monday because we have a recap for Shift Summer League. So go pay attention to that. Last but not least, we've got Crew with Wisty. Wisty has announced that he is no longer under contract with Crew and is a free agent. So the difference of this one is no longer being under contract. There is no buyout clause. There is no money that needs to be spent other than, hey, here's your new salary, pick him up. Wisty, obviously a talented player, has done some things, but despite Sam having a lot of like super teams, we saw obviously Furia, Ninjas in Pajamas, Secret, Crew, so on and so forth. There was like 5-6 really good teams in South America, but unfortunately Crew just could never really get it going. Again, it was done by Aguera, and Messi was also like a co-owner. Like crazy backing from Crew. I still think, and you guys have seen me probably talk about this in previous videos about how I think that team could do a bunch of things to really grow and expand and become profitable, but they just don't seem to take advantage of the notoriety of the owners. And I don't know why, but it is cool to see that some of those guys are actually attending and showing support for them when at EWC. I have seen some of those guys go in and watch and support the team. So cool stuff there. But unfortunately for Wisty, going to be LFT and looking for something new. But that's all we got for RLCS roster changes today. And last but not least, as always, if you guys are trying to stay up to date on it, the best thing you can do is go over to my document. I do update this regularly when stuff is actually happening. So as of the 2nd, which is today when we're recording this, this is done. You can always stop by the Twitch chat or keep it up to date. We'll have a 2025 season when the time comes. We've obviously updated results and aggregates and all that kind of stuff to find power rankings. But until World Championship happens, we're just kind of chilling. So with that in mind, as always, if you guys enjoy the content, like, subscribe, notifications, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace. Joe Burrow, as Josh said, shorts and vertical streams are usually better for YouTube. It also is beneficial for short form content creation when I do shorts and like TikToks and stuff if I do. All right. All right, chat. We've got to recap Shift Summer League. Since when does Rise stream? Every once in a while. Vandal, appreciate the follow, man. My brother Kenny doesn't believe you actually are reading and responding to my comments. Can you say hi? Kenny! Hopefully this is me reading and responding to things. This is a live stream, so things happen live. So, no tomfoolery here. Sounds good, B. Catch you later, man. Kenny's not a gamer. Yeah, take that, Kenny. Josh, hold your brother. Hey, Wendy. The difficulty is a lot of people will turn into the stream and they're like, oh, we're just watching a VOD or like a YouTube video. And it's like, well, technically you are, but we're recording it live. How's it going? Good, man. Good. Just getting some videos recorded and ready to go for the socials. Shift Summer League recap, everybody. He's 20. Good age. All right. All right, chat. Let's Shift Summer League recap. We work together? Nice. All right, here we go. On the drop. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful day. We've got another week of Shift Summer League in the books, but this time it's a little bit different as we have officially all of our league play matches concluded. All 6 rounds done. We've got everybody playing all 2 of their matches against every team. So 18 matches in total have been played across the board, and we have our top 6 and our teams that are going into the playoffs, which will be going down Tuesday, Wednesday of this week. For Europe, it's going to start 1 p.m. EST. For NA, 7 p.m. EST, and some pretty surprising results at the end. We're going to start with Europe and make it nice and easy. Coming into the weekend, we had our top 3 pretty much locked in, ready to go. The kind of special number was 11 wins statistically, and those 3 teams were 100%, Oxygen, and then Jobless. The difficulty with Oxygen this past week was that Archie was actually very, very sick. He tried to play in the first series, and they ended up losing in 5 to the Luna Galaxy roster. And then after that, Oxygen had some struggles because Snasky, their coach, had to step in, which is when we got to see that firsthand as I was covering all the Jobless guys, and we had a phenomenal day. Perfect on the first 2 games, and then we went up against a Resolve team that was trying to put up a fight, and eventually we did close it out and denied the reverse sweep. So again, the top teams continue to perform at the top. The good thing for Oxygen is even though Snasky is subbing in for the team, results-wise do not matter because they are guaranteed a top 4 first-round bye or that extra life that you get for being top 4. Obviously, seeding comes into play and making sure that you're trying to play the better or the worst team or however it plays, because 1's going to play 4 and 2's going to play 3. So they were sitting in first, and I think they dropped down to 3rd by the end. So luckily for them, it ends up being the same team that they play either way, which we'll get into. On the other side, Jobless, Although they started strong, they did have some struggles in the second day. Obviously, they win all two but three of their matches. They do lose to 100% again, which is the team that is sitting pretty in first place. So 100% goes perfect to close it out. They go 6-0 and feeling good over 2 days, and looking like a really good Crispy and the guys, Crispy and Oli in particular, obviously Josh a lot. But yeah, 100% has been looking really, really solid after that first day and have been on a tear ever since. Outside of that, JJ Rocks was eliminated very early on. They could not qualify. We were curious on who was going to sneak into those bottoms. We had a lot of teams kind of fighting for the same spot due to game differential between Espertaco, Endpoint, Fake GA, and Sadade was in that conversation temporarily. Resolve as well. And that's basically what it came down to. In the very end, Resolve and Sadade trying to fight for a spot. Resolve needed to have a big performance after getting swept here, and they ended up doing so, and it was enough to bump them ahead. So a lot of the teams that are kind of in that conversation ended up being as expected, but the real fight was between these four here. Endpoint just could not... I don't know what it is about Matane, Arju, Matane, and team. When it comes to everything being online, doesn't matter if it's cash, doesn't matter if it's smokes, doesn't matter. Whatever it is about that team, when everything is on the line, they just fall short, and it hurts. I think it's only happened once where they made the top 8 when they were like, we control our own fate. And in this case, they ended up losing. So really tough game differential for those, so they're out. Same with Sadade. The difference being that one game, even if they would have tied, they wouldn't have had the game differential, so it didn't really matter. Jobless and Oxygen played last minute as well, and game differential wouldn't have changed anything there either, so it's kind of a null game, but... yeah, overall, Resolve and Espertaco are going to be your 5-6. The way the bracket works out then is 1 will play 4, 2 will play 3, and then these two teams will sit in the lower bracket waiting for the loser of those 2 matches while the other 2 go on and move in the upper bracket. If you want to see an example of it, they do have it on Liquipedia, and this is what it looks like. So bracket pretty straightforward. It's a weighted double elimination. Makes it really, really easy. Again, these will be going down on August 6th on Tuesday. Okay, starts at 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Should be a lot of fun. I don't know if Shift Summer League is going to be streaming every single match. I would assume so. I don't think there's any team streams. I will probably do a watch party, though, for these, because they should be fun to watch. Over to North America. Last 2 days, day 5 and day 6. The conversation going in was who was going to round out those last 2 results. I covered Pirates on a Boat the first day. The second day I couldn't because we had some crazy thunderstorms coming through. But they ended up closing it out. They ended up going, it was like 4-6. So again, winning 75%. If I can do math right, 4 and 6 is 2/3. So 66%, not 75%. 66.6% of their matches, which again is enough to keep them competitive, but they do fall a little bit short. They did have big wins in that second day over Dignitas, and they kept it super close against Space Station in Game 5. They put up a really good fight. Dignitas obviously had some really tough competition across the board as well. Probably one of the better series in all of them was actually the G2 Gen G series was incredible. Kept it super close, but for some reason, G2 just... I swear Sathu as a coach just sits behind them and goes, hey guys, score. And they go, okay, I guess. And then they just pull it out of nowhere. Like, they have the capability to score whenever they want. It's bonkers. Genji, you're starting to get into form, and they're looking pretty solid. I'm excited to watch them play at EWC, especially with G2 not playing with full strength. I think they can go in and really turn some heads and show that, like, NA does have a true number 2 team that is competitive. You're also seeing with Space Station putting up really valiant attempts, but still dropping to teams like OG every once in a while, which OG, by all means, is a very frustrating team. They're going to continuously play a very close series against most. But what's baffling about OG is, like, they'll play close against a high-powered offense like Shopify. They'll play really, really close and end up beating teams like SSG, who are clear number 3 in NA. But then they'll concede to RMC. Oh, wait, just kidding. RMC is the number 1 team in the league right now. Technically number 2 because they just lost in the game differential. But, like, that Reynolds Magic Rare Cheese team has played consistently over a month very well. Their play style, everything else that they're approaching, they're not just doing, hey, demo chase, everything else. They're doing really well with passing. They're working the field. Like, they're a very fun team to watch. So, yeah, turning some heads and doing some good things. RMC closes out extremely strong. Perfect on the day 5 on that Tuesday. And then on the other day, I think they only lost one, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they lost to G2. So like, this team is making a conversation for being, again, fully capable with the adjustments that they made as another top 4 team in NA. So unfortunate for them, their season's over in that regard. But for playoffs, a chance to make a statement piece, hopefully garner some attention, get an organization again now that Luminosity has taken a step away. But yeah, pretty wild stuff across the board. Other than that, things played out as expected. The teams that are supposed to be winning are winning. The teams that are kind of in the middle of the pack are playing competitively against each other, like Shopify and stuff. Obviously, they finally back at full strength. I think we did see 2-piece back in the action, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, other than that, I think it was a pretty expected results across the board in that regard. The big one, though, is at the very end. OG was able to make it. And this actually coincides exactly with the RLCS when we talked about tiebreakers at the end of the season. OG, Shopify, Dignitas, everybody in that conversation who played, OG ends up on top. So, again, very close with only a 1-game differential, the difference between those. But if you take a look at the bracket like we did for Europe, it tells the tale of how things are going to play out. And it is spicy in NA. Obviously, with the top dogs playing, it's going to be like that. But we kick it off with G2 and Gen.G playing each other, which is amazing. I'm so excited to see that. You've got RMC against Space Station, which RMC has been playing like that team lately. So exciting stuff there. Loser of this goes down to Shopify. Loser of this goes down to OG, who many would argue is the tougher match. But again, it seems to be pretty close nowadays. So we'll see how that one plays out. Should be a lot of fun. Again, this will go down. Expect these to probably be broken into 2 streams. So the first one is going to be, I think, 4 matches, if I had to guess. Or are they going to do these all in one shot? Yeah. So they're going to do 5 matches. They're going to do 2 semis, 2 lowers, and then the lower semi. And then they'll do the finals with a bracket reset final as well on the following days. So that'll be Tuesday, Wednesday this week to pay attention to. A lot of fun and excitement. Shout out again to Shift, not only for allowing teams to stream their matches, which for me, thanks to the Pirates on a Boat guys, as well as the Jobless guys for allowing me to do their team streams. But it's been a lot of fun. Shift Summer League with a league play is giving us something every week to look forward to, which is what league play has always done, even if some of the matches have kind of been one-sided. But yeah, it was a pretty good fight. You saw some players get some attention, like Talk, even though Fun took last place. They played a lot of game 5s and kept it close here and there. You saw moments of like Memory and Snasky and some of these coaches come in and make big performances. Memory even winning an MVP at once, which I forgot to mention. Snasky actually did take down a series, their first match of the day and the final day last Wednesday. Like, again, some cool moments, some cool things, some different iterations of teams. And hopefully this becomes a yearly thing. Either way, playoffs this week. Make sure you guys tune in. I'll be watching them here, twitch.tv/Lawler. If you guys want to make sure you don't miss it, like, subscribe, everything down below. It's it's greatly appreciated. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace. Whew. Is there a link for the Community Cup? You're talking EWC? On Liquipedia, I would guess. If you go to Liquipedia on the right-hand side, it should show it. EWC Community Cup is on the right-hand side on ongoing. It will start at 4 o'clock today. Starts in an hour and a half. All right, chat, we got 4 videos done in about 2 hours. Would you guys like to record a Q&A? Is it possible to do content creation through a different way other than gameplay? In what regard? I mean, that's literally what I do. I don't post gameplay at all. No one wants to see me play Rocket League. Again, there's 2 ways to do content creation. One is going to be personality driven, right? Some people try personality driven content and that's what they stick around for. You know, you can look at like the Jinxies, the I Show Speeds, the, you know, Kai Sanat, like Most people are watching them because they're characters. They're very eccentric, right? And then you can go the other opposite route where it's like someone like Shroud or like Squishy, where like they're not over the top, they're not loud, animated, whatever. They're just very good at the game, and people watch because of that, you know? Like imagine if like Michael Jordan's like streamed every single practice. Yeah, people want to tune into that. People want to see people who are really, really good at stuff do the thing. Chat, I'm gonna give you one chance. Send me a bunch of questions you'd like me to answer, like Dorian just did, and if we have enough of them, then we'll record a Q&A video. I think we might not do a Q&A video, if I'm being honest. I'm happy to answer some questions for you guys in chat though. Yeah, we'll just keep it chill. We've already recorded 4 videos. Dorian, tips for self-analyzing own replays and identifying areas of improvement. I think it comes from time and experience, Dorian, of just like having an understanding of the game. As you play the game more and you're exposed to more high-level play, you then kind of learn what is the optimal way to do it at a more rapid rate. Like it's difficult to actively analyze the game very, very quickly because there's so many different aspects. My biggest recommendation is always simplify what you're doing. Try not to be bothered by the outside information that you can't see, because otherwise you're going to see too many things. That's why when I did your replay, Dorian, notice how I hyper focus just on your vision, what you're seeing, what you have in front of you. And the reason why you do that is it simplifies the game, and the rest will, as you get more of a game sense and a game IQ, the rest will fall in. Like if I'm watching a 3v3 game mode, based upon what's on the screen, I should be able to tell where you are, who's your first challenging defender, how it's being supported by either your teammate that you could potentially pass to, or a person on the other team that is trying to play defense, right? And because of that, that means that I have at least 4/6 of information based upon the field, which then I can hopefully assume where your teammate is and where the other person is and where they should be going. So again, you kind of just fill in those pieces. It's similar to like, and this might be a really bad analogy, our brains automatically populate colors. Like when we look at red and blue on the color spectrum, our brain automatically goes, oh, this is what purple is. And it's kind of the same thing. If I know where 1 and 2 are, I should be able to assume where 3 is. And if they either are able to cut in for a rotation, if they should challenge, if they should rotate back, if they're going for a demo, if they're denying boost, if they're whatever it may be, right? So I think a lot of it is simplifying it, because the information provided in front of you should be enough to fill in the gaps elsewhere. When it comes to improvement, though, that is going to be a hyper focus on being able to identify and self-address like where your problems are. I know for me in particular, it's mechanics. My mechanics are dog shit. And if I wanted to get better, I could definitely put time and effort into learning and getting better at mechanics. I just don't. But yeah, simplifying it helps so much. There's so much going on in Rocket League and people get overwhelmed by that, but if you simplify it, it helps out a lot. Is it possible to do content creation through a different way other than gameplay, like Rocket League concept cars, maps, and items? I mean, Lethmir does it through custom maps that he makes. Some people open up items and did like trading and stuff like that. Tryhouse is a prime example of someone who literally just opens up crates and items. People like that gambling type content. That's why John Sandman now does it for Counter-Strike. At the end of the day, when it comes to content creation, it's got to be something, one, you're passionate about, two, you're educated on it, and if someone else does it, what makes you different? Like, pick your favorite sports team. When you watch pundits and analysts talk about your sports team, each analyst has a different personality type. They have a different opinion on it. They have a different perspective on it. And that's why you watch maybe multiple takes on it. So finding what it is your niche, what it is that you specialize in, or what makes you, like, what is the reason people want to tune in and watch? For people, for my sake, people much rather listen to me talk about the game, analyze the game, and stuff like that, rather than play, because that's what I do, right? Like, I was a caster for years. I watched this game at a very high level. I've been privileged to coach and manage and stuff like that. So it's like, hearing my perspective on it adds a little bit more validity because of the position I've been in. So let me lean into that and make content around that. Whether there's an audience for it or not, you've always got to try. It's a trial and error process. And as you perform consistently across short form, long form content, and there's a video that pops off, why does it pop off? Lean into that, make that your niche. That's kind of like a content creation 101. Why people like short form content is because every video has a chance to pop off. Some videos may get 100 views, but then there's that one that hits algorithm and hits a couple 100,000, and you're like, all right, it's about being consistent. If you could build a roster out of current players and a coach, what would it be? Ooh. Give me BMO, give me Beast Mode, give me Zen, and what do I want? Ooh. I'm trying to pick a player from different teams. I'm not trying to do too many of the same. Seiko. No, Itachi. Give me Beast Mode, Itachi, Zen. Coach, Sathu. I don't fucking know. Sathu, Farah, whoever. Myself. That's who I want. Pick me as the coach. I want to be the coach because I ain't going to have to do shit because that team's going to clap. I will gladly ride the coattails of those three players. Give me BMO, Itachi, Zen. We're not talking about communication issues or anything like that, but give me those three players. Itachi's got the best 50s in the game. He's a phenomenal setup guy. BMO's going to go sicko mode on offense, and Zen's going to lock it down. Gimme. I'll take it. How can Rocket League get a tier 1 esport? They've got to do a better job of giving people a reason to watch. Rocket League's been pretty stale for a while. So it starts at building the player base. So custom game modes, things like that. Like, they've got to find a way to put Rocket League back on the map, and I think a creative mode's a good way to do that. And then as for the tournaments, they've got to find a way to not limit third-party TOs. They've got to make sure that tournament organizers have the freedom to create and build and become sustainable, which then should hopefully draw in more attention. These tournaments got to be unique and something different. We can't just all do the same 1v1, 2v2, 3v3 tournament. It's got to be something unique and fun and exciting. Production quality's got to be sick. Like, we gotta switch it up and do some crazy things. And I think Epic understands that. So, but to be considered to be tier 1, they gotta get some more eyes on the game. Should the MMR system be revamped in competitive Rocket League? I do think that the MMR system could use a bit of a rework. Does the report server button actually work? Yes. Should be able to create your own quick chat. No. People do really toxic shit then. How do you get a specific car body popular in Rocket League? Play in the RLCS and do very well with it. Shawzette in the Fennec is a prime example. Cookser in the Batmobile. Dumb fun. RLCS Worlds, but it's a 2v2 tourney with each team's best player and their coach. Who wins? Well, who's the best coach? I'm trying to think of who the best coach in Rocket League is. Like, just from a play style perspective. Let me look at Worlds. Farah's pretty good. Fairy Peak. Oh, Vitality. Fairy Peak and other. Probably Vitality. Fairy Peak and Zen. OG with Torment would be pretty solid. Should demos give points? Yeah, why not? Points are irrelevant, right? Why not give them a little fiver? What if they did content creator and pros and tournaments together on LAN? They do to an extent, but not anymore. But yeah, it's fun. Like, I'm a firm believer in personality-driven content. I think while yes, the gameplay is great, it shouldn't be the focus. I like the game of Rocket League and I think it's cool, but like, there's a reason why Beyond the Summit was so well celebrated. And it's because yes, the tournament is there and it's cool, but like the focus was like, show the personalities, let's have fun with it, let's show behind the scenes, let's see these people interact. The casting's not gonna be as serious. Like, it's just when you can let these players' personalities just chill and be fun and have a good time and they're comfortable in an environment to do so, that's when you get the best moments. It's a shame that BTS shut down, because like as a tournament organizer they did some really cool shit. Chat. Supervive or Path of Exile? What do you guys want? If you had to pick. Supervive it is. I'm down. I can remember my password. Let me update some stuff on the categories. What's up, Nate? How you, man? Pass 1, 2, 3. Close. Real close. Do you guys see how Ludwig does his password? He literally just rolls his finger across the keyboard. Person who approved the Twitch app overall needs to be fired. It's so bad. Yeah, they definitely went the short form. I will say it might help for discoverability, Wendy, but like, I hate the fact that I can't browse and just go to who do I want to watch. I have to search for them. It drives me crazy. Like, let me find my follower list, choose who I want to watch, and I'm done. But the fact that it shows their stream and I've got to scroll through it is like... Wish free play training had a complete overall. Yeah. I mean, Bacchus mod helps with that. See you later, gotta go. Sounds good, Bubbles. Thanks for hanging. Chat, we're gonna play some Supervive. You guys don't know what Supervive is. We've been playing it all week. It's really, really fun. We're gonna play on some high ping servers, but it is what it is. Hate those kind of doom scrolling UIs. Me too, man. Drives me nuts. We've been having a good time with Shrike, but with ping, it's probably not the best. Most common a professional IT password that I've seen from input is today's password. It's this. Damn, that's crazy, Chumnak. Looks like Overwatch, kind of. It is very different from Overwatch. The way the game works is it is a battle royale. You will see me drop into a zone with a character. It is a WASD movement, and then my mouse is to aim and shoot. You kill monsters to level up. And as you level up, you then can also get better loot and gear from the environment. And there's a bunch of team fights in a circle that you're trying to be the last one alive. Very fast paced, very fun. League and Fortnite had a baby? Yep, pretty much. There was a game similar to this a long time ago called Battle Right. Also, Bloodline Champions is very similar. Let me update YouTube. All right. Bishop it. So the pro scene dog is 4v4. The difficulty though with playing with randoms makes it kind of tough to rely on. We basically just try to 1v2 everybody and see how we do. But we're also playing on EU servers with high ping, so we'll see how it goes. Team comps pro use. There's definitely some meta characters for sure. So you drop in these little base camps, allow you to capture them and get vision. The little purple things are minions that you're trying to kill. The orange are like high profile places you want to go that have like better armor and stuff. Might as well take the blade for now. expecting a third-person shooter. Yeah, a little bit different. Very much so more like League of Legends. So we're opening a vault which has like items and abilities and stuff in it. So as he opens it, don't want to grapple hook. I'll take the Omni Vamp though. Easy W. So we just got a kill there. Who knows this? Oh, it's GC3. Ah, it happens, man. Thank you. A Vampire Blade. That's what I want. And a Quick Blade instead. GC2 div 1. Man, that's a huge dip. What happened? Let's go UAV and get some vision. Ideally, we're in a pretty good spot. Like, we're level capped until nighttime. There's nobody nearby either, so nice. Their armor. Shit. Bro, why are you engaging so hard? I can't help you. Disengage, disengage, please. Disengage. Cool thing though is there is like multiple revive mechanics as well in the game. Let's go here. Ah, shit. Why are you waiting there? Why are you there, little boo? 2200 SL Smurfs better jet players. Ah, that's tough. That's a tough way to lose, man. Yeah, so like, dog, that whole fight is like, that guy is obviously doing a good job zoning, but at the same time as you're engaging 1v2 without me able to shoot their damage dealer. So like, what do you want me to do here? You know, you're basically taking damage for free when you should just disengage and play it passively. And that's the difficulty about like playing with other people. Is there an option for solos? There might be. I could actually probably do a solo. Nope. No solos. I'm trying to think of consistent damage. Julius be good. Myth just got an update as well. We can maybe go Myth. Knockback. I think it's fine, dog. This game isn't really about solo. I do think a solo one would be good. And honestly would play well into this game. But you're going to have very unbalanced characters in solos. Like, a lot of these characters wouldn't be effective. Because either some just do way too much damage. Some just don't do enough as an individual. Like, there's some that are very role-based. Myth Ghost, eh? Alright.
Je vais aller me reposer, je vais aller me...
I think he's speaking French. I don't know. The other thing too is I'm playing on 120 ping. NA servers go live later today. They do NA EU playtest back to back.
Je vais aller me recroqueviller dans mon lit. Je vais aller me recroqueviller dans mon lit du coup maintenant. Je vais aller me recroqueviller dans mon lit du coup maintenant. Je suis obligé. Je vais aller me recroqueviller dans mon lit du coup maintenant. Je réponds pas, bah... Je vais passer une bonne soirée. Voilà. Je vais aller me recroqueviller dans mon lit. Et si tu réponds pas, bah... Désolé.
Close charge. A little bit of movement. We also got our AoE cone. Nice. Stand on me while you fight, bro. God, he's trash. Jesus Christ, bro. Oh, man. I found 11-year-old Prodigy's Champties. I queued with him, and he had some mechanical shots. Nice, dude. I mean, shoot. The video we put out today about that kid getting banned, I mean, he was SSL at 11, which is insane. Interesting spot. Yeah, there's some really talented young ones out there, man. K-Corp just announced something. Was it new clothing? Hey man, dream big. I don't know how young kids get so good when I can't even hit GC. I mean, a lot of it is also like young kids pick up shit faster, man. The brain's still developing, so it comes as second nature. You know, they don't have like things developed or habits built yet to get in the way, you know. Little kids are sponges, man. So I gotta be careful about how you act, or you know, like when you see a little kid being a shit or saying stuff or mouthing off, they got it from somewhere. They picked that up from their environment. Whether it be another friend, whether it be the parents, whether it be siblings, whether it be, we are definitely products of our environment. Sometimes queue times are popping and they just go really quick, and then there's other times where it's a little slow. I have some middle school teachers, some of those kids are insane, and she meets the parents and tells me she knows exactly. Yeah. Oh, 100%. Or no, Luna. Ooh, I'm okay with that. Once he's 14, he'll be on team. Why not 13? Jeez, Dorian. That's crazy. Ain't that the truth, Dorian? Yeah, I've had thoughts about having to go work a like a job with like dealing with the public again, and I'm just like, man, if I can avoid that, kind of nice. 13, I'll be playing with SSL semi-pros to see how it feels first. I mean, shit, if he's good enough. If he's good enough, he's gonna ascend into it either way. Okay, so you can rapid fire. That's nice. Very short range, though. That charge up actually does quite a bit of damage. Quick blade, ability, power, and haste, move speed. We'll go lifesteal. That full charged is a beast of a shot though. That thing slaps. I did scrims with GC2 and I ran in rank 3 and was the occasion. That's cool. Nice. Banger song. I got blue armor out of that. Leave our base camp alone. Where'd my teammate go? Bro, your job is a healer. Why'd he bail out? What the fuck? We had a choke point. We were fine. What's this game? Actually, it's called Supervive. Really fun. He's gonna die. Yo. Oh, man. I gotta play like a Julie or something like that. Just something that can really turn a fight. I'm trying to think of what. I just need something that can consistent DPS. I need to be hyper aggressive on some of these. I'm thinking Julie's the play. Either Julie or hold on. Let me see if I can find. Julie's a good pick. Shiv might be a good pick. Felix might not be a bad idea. Celeste is good, but I think she's just too much utility. I think we might go with Felix. I think Felix is actually the play. let's try some Felix. But yeah, personally, the game, if you didn't see like what the combat is, think like League of Legends and a BR put together.
Can't keep working like this. This grave ship is like a slave ship.
Pretty much Dory, we'll take it. Yeah, he's great. So he has a flamethrower that basically provides an anti-heal. His right click puts an ignite on them, which then does more damage. It provides a heavier dot and makes it so they can't heal. His dash ability actually will cancel their animation. So like if they're in the middle of doing an ability or something, you dash into them, it'll stop it, which is great. So it's a slight interrupt. And then his Q ability is an AoE pull-in that gives him a shield. So steady damage, anti-heal, displacement. Like, I think it might be the play. This used to be the character I play the most. What do you think the meta limit is on this game? Is there a meta you see being everywhere eventually? So the cool thing is the devs are very familiar with balancing. Like this character, Brawl, has been nerfed like 3 or 4 times already because he's just so stupidly strong. So they do a really good job of balancing. And like the cool thing is anytime you implement a new character, if the character is strong enough or good enough, like right now there's 15 hunters available, which provides quite a bit of diversity, but everybody but maybe like 1 or 2 characters is played. And because of that, those 2 characters that are played the least, they then need to either buff or make worth playing, whether it be readjusting their kit and what their skills are, whether it be making their output a little bit more damage, you know, a lot of those things. Oh, you're fine, Leth. When do you want to, man? Is there a certain time that you know you'll be free for sure? Like, we've been live 2.5 hours. I've got 5 videos or 4 videos I need to edit anyway, so we're just gaming the game. Do you think Nas will join? I mean, whoever he wants, what? Like, he has so many opportunities out there. Chilling right now, but if you're gonna keep streaming, don't worry. Let's try and let me get a couple duo games in, Leth, and then I'll hit you up. Figure like within the half hour. Say like 4:30 your time. Okay, let's aim for 4:30, like 20 minutes. I kind of want to go for that T5 armor right away. Okay, no one's going Wraith. No one's going Wraith roll. We'll go there. Fuck it. We'll go for movement and interrupts right away. Kill the healer. We've got an all-in composition, which I'm actually a huge fan of. This is a game you should definitely get onto if you don't have it. Tech helmet. What do I have? Ability, power, move speed. We'll go a little bit of damage. Fuck it. Have you considered trying to run an RL MOBA style tourney where you have pick rumble power-ups for yourself for the match? Coming on to something earlier. I think it would be cool, man, but the difficulty is like it would be dope to do, but there's limitations of the game. Like I can't, like I would need a modder to limit what can and can't be used. We'd have to find a way to build a plugin for it. Craft some brews.
A major monster has arisen. Space camp captured. Our UAV is online.
Oh, he went for the soul. Okay. What's up, Lulix? Hey, man. Is this an ad? Nope. Nope. Not an ad. This is a game I just really enjoy playing. It's super fun. And I'm starting to cast this as well. Oh, shit. I want that. New armor type. Nice. Oh shit, I am hurt. Nice. Let's eat these. It's a BR? Yeah. It's a MOBA BR. Got people reviving.
Soul captured. Enemy UAV online.
Heal up, teammate. You're low. I need him to land and do anything. There's one. Easy double kill. Your boy's the GOAT.
Enemy in base camp vision.
Ranked competitive? Yeah, dude. Super sweaty, honestly.
Base camp has spotted an enemy.
We're disengaging and playing against two different teams, which we shouldn't be doing. Nice. Helmet upgrade.
Enemy UAV online.
Oh, he's going in. All right, so am I.
Last ally survivor. Good luck.
Shit. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. There's just too many. Rip.
Enemies have captured a soul.
Teammate got a little too aggro there. We had 4 teams nearby. Love some persuasion. Yo, what up, Zach? How you doing, buddy? Might have tried out. Yeah, Ulix is free. Go to my referral link that you just put in. If you click on that, you sign up. You should get a key within 30 minutes to an hour. Take that key associated to your account that you set up, and then you're good to go. Open play test all weekend.
Enemy UAV.
They usually do it like once a month. It don't work. Really?
The storm is
Let me check with Sean.
move carefully.
404s still? Jeez, it was working yesterday. Fro's not working. Showing us 404. Let me hit up the competitive lead. I'll see if I can fix it for y'all.
A major monster has arisen.
Just getting close. Been done with work for the day. Nice, nice. Squads are people of 2. Just the 2v2 game mode. Squads in the competitive scene are 4v4. It's a 4v4 game mode. Competitive scene is definitely that. There's definitely some meta characters and stuff and some high level teams already, but I think duos, the cool thing about duos is like pretty much just about anybody's viable. There's 15 different hunters. They all feel relatively unique. Constant balance and updates and stuff. Like the dev team's incredible. I'm very interested to find out what their response has been. If you guys are trying to sign up, Ulix, try that one. That's the ugly link. Let me know if it works for you. Sounds fun. It is, dude. It's a really good time. It gives you the excitement of like every match and round is different.
Bombers detected above. Watch the skies.
So like every round is different. So like this circle shift or the storm is bombers periodically drop overhead. So as you're playing, sometimes there will just be nukes. Good luck. Let's go to the heart.
First blood.
What's the tech helmet. Ability. Yeah, we'll go ability, haste, and health. We'll go double health. Fuck it. Rude. Please don't engage on that. Oh, he's going. My teammate died. That sucks.
That squad has only one survivor.
Oh, he's so low. Look. Apparently for the developer it's working. Works when I click. Maybe it's just because of people trying to make accounts at the same time. Everybody who's trying to use that referral link, try to make an account first and then do it while logged in.
Enemy UAV online.
He went hyper aggressive on that too.
Enemy UAV online.
Appreciate it, Rock. Yeah, I don't know what the situation is as to why the unique link
Enemy UAV on.
has issues. Like, obviously their servers and stuff are getting bombarded, but good to know I have that backup referral one just in case. It's a little bit uglier, so let me just make that a bit.ly link.
Enemy UAV online.
Wait, you have to pay to use bit.ly now? Oh.
Enemy UAV online. A major monster has arisen.
There. Now we don't have any issues. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. It's really weird. So Shrike is a lot of fun. She's someone that I really enjoy playing. I really like her in quads.
Storm tightening.
Felix is fun in duos. Trying to think if there's other. You don't really see Felix all that much in quads though, even though his kit's so good. Who else is really popular? Is the map random? No. So the map's always the same. Map is always the same. Where the circle closes in is random, and what the storm circle change, or like what the attributes are, there's like 13 or 14 of them, changes. And they rotate those periodically. They've also shut them down as well, where like they've get him, Felix. Nice. They've also removed from, because again, we're all play testing right now, right? Like this is the alpha beta, and I will say, like, what's crazy is even though this game is in early access and it's alpha, all characters able to do healing? Yes, you can get health potions or you can eat the berries from bushes. But there is potions that you can pick up from killing characters. And then when you go to a base camp, which you have to capture, you can change those into a brew potion, which does a little bit more. And then there's also potions that you can purchase from vendors and stuff like that as well. Does anybody know what Gen Z Ohio thing means? I have no idea. It's probably going to be the last one, chat. So hopefully we can end on a bang. Gulix, don't do that. I don't know what it means, man. To me, it's just a state. In Japanese, Vohayo means hello, like greeting. Ohio means like hello. What's up? A friendly greeting, but I don't know what Ohio is. Like, no idea. All right, Storm Shift is berry season, so there's just a bunch of berries and bushes. Pretty straightforward. They also get more health and stuff. Let's see. The state? Yeah, but like, let's go up here. Some damage real quick. Get 'em. So yeah, by killing mobs, notice all those little berries drop. We should be going for the vault. Nice. Got our mobility ability. It's in the vault. Pick a lock. Shit. Rally. Yeah, we'll go. We'll pick up a rally. It's good for engage. Where's the UAV there? Someone's poking us on. Can you die from falling? Yes, 100%. So anytime you're gliding like that, if you get hit, you get spiked and staggered. If you're above the abyss, you die. There is like 3 different ways you can get revived though. But like glider play is 100% part of the meta of like knowing when and when not to use your glider. So like I can use my dash abilities and cancel it. So like, yeah, I may take damage, but I'm not going to get spiked into the ground. So there's some really cool ways to like mobility in this game. Jerk. So strong, Jesus. Probably heal. Why me, bro? What the fuck? Really? Ow. I Need heals really bad. Shit. Sorry, bro. We should have cleared the mobs first.
Major monster.
Thank you. I'm gonna spawn another one here. Cool. I don't need a glider jet. Jesus. What is this spawn time? I mean, okay. I'm okay with it. I need it, but. Alright, so we got our ultimates, which is good. Do you both get the level up or is it uneven? It varies on what your involvement is. Chonker will take for choke points. Don't need mana. You probably take an Omni. I need to repair as well. We should go and get that base camp. Okay, we're going to upgrade our potions to bruise. This also gives us vision as well. He's trying to go for a soul, which isn't a bad idea. Okay, now this guy's shield is going to break. That gives us upgraded armor, which is great. And now we got to go get the other crystals, which will break his other shield. And then after we do that, here's a new potion as well. That's a full heal. Did we get the other one? Nope. Still need the last one. What I thought I was doing. Wow, what a shitty place for this. Lame. Okay. Now we can fight the actual guy, who's very annoying and does a lot of fucking damage. But the benefit of doing this is it will give us a soul, which
Soul secured. Nicely done.
so he got a Night Stalker soul, I think is what it's called. So now he's invisible like all the fucking time. All right, we got a shop. We've got a bunch of money. We've already got blue shields, so let's go armor on that. We'll get a bigger backpack just so we can hold a little bit more. Cool.
Move carefully.
Julie, you're mad. Ow. They have such good zone damage too. Yeah, I'm ready to just ready to just go in. Fuck. Fuck.
A major monster has arisen.
So even though my teammate's dead, the cool thing is now I can find a revive beacon. Which the train is actually not a bad idea. I can't catch the train. Fuck. So I gotta find a revive area. Fuck, they have vision of that shit too. That sucks. So you can either go for a revive or you can take the crown and do a most wanted. I do not want that crown. That's dangerous as shit. This is going to be problematic. Fuck. Yeah.
You're almost done.
Fuck.
Enemy UAV online.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Zoned out and stuff. All right. All right. Chat. Check out Supervive. It's a good time. Play with a friend if you can. It makes it a lot easier. Because then you guys can coordinate on when you need to engage two teams that are just going to poke you. But no stream for me tomorrow. We'll still have a bunch of videos coming out. I'm going to be editing a ton tonight. Sunday, I'll be casting a tournament called the Prologue. It's a $1,000 tournament. They're giving away like Intel CPUs or something like that for this game. So we'll be doing that this weekend on Sunday. Should be a lot of fun. But other than that, we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for hanging. As always, hit up the socials. Check out the stuff in the description. Links in the description will allow you to sign up for the game if you haven't. So appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging. Later.